Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to what? Blunt Force Healing Podcast. It's episode 470, and we are somewhere in the middle of nowhere on that New Year's Day, 1st of January 2024. We decided to come here and explore new area for a walk.
Mommy said it's totally useless.
Yeah, mommy doesn't like it.
She doesn't like anything in the world, to be honest.
Wait, I'll switch to the other camera now. And here we are. My beautiful face and my not so beautiful son.
Hey!
Ah! So,
I mean, the other way around.
the other way around. Your beautiful face and not my beautiful
What?
son. I don't know. Anyway, so we are here. We're actually returning from our walk. We have already 3.5 kilometers on the clock, so we'll probably...
Happy New Year!
Oh, Happy New Year, exactly. That's a good point.
You're like so selfish.
Yeah, I'm so selfish. Apologies for that. Yeah, not sure what it changes that people say Happy New Year. I don't know what it changes in your life. Exactly. But yeah, people say it, so let's say it. Yeah, Happy New Year. It's the 1st of January 2024, as I said, and we are close to Krakulin. I think that's how that mountain there is named. It's 459 meters, but we won't be climbing it because, you know, I'm with sissy people here that don't like climbing boglas.
I like to do it. Just not now because we've already done like 4 kilometers.
Yeah, so we will probably have about 6.5 kilometers once we come back to the car. It's an interesting area for me, not for these guys or my. Or...
It is for me. I like these mountains. These are
Do you?
Yeah, they're nice.
Ah, that's good. I thought that Julian already lost interest in nature because of you know, gaming all the time or complaining that he's tired or whatever. But yeah, these
have
are
to go uphill like 24/7.
these are very nice rocky
Smoking.
yeah, mountains or hills actually, because they don't cross 600 meters. I think there's no peak over 600, so yeah, we can call it mountains in a loose sense. But basically massives, rocky massives on the coast of Donegal Bay. I think,
Close to Fintra.
yeah, I think Fintra is just straight through that mountain, and Killybegs is also in that area.
That mountain.
Yeah.
Just a bit further along.
So I wanted to check it because I knew that.
Who threw down a cup?
Yeah, dirty bastards. Apologies.
Imagine that person is watching the
We saw a coffee cup that somebody threw, and we just don't like it. Throwing trash anywhere else than the trash can or trash bin. This is the clean water that is filtered by grass and moss and mountains. Of course, you have like a plastic pipes that are just draining it, so it can go downhill.
It's getting filtered through weed. What?
Yeah, so this is the first segment, a bit chaotic and messy because we keep saying different things to the camera all the time. But yeah, I wanted to record it so you can see this a little bit gloomy but dry and beautiful weather anyway in Ireland. For winter time it's a good weather, and it's not too cold as well, even though we are in the mountains area.
8-9 minutes.
Yeah, so it's very nice. I wonder if Mummy went down. Yeah, I think she did, but she's returning. She only wanted to get that proper she counts every meter, I guess. And there's another mountain there.
Which way did we come from?
Just down there. Here.
Alright.
This way. So Yeah, I'll stop recording now. It's about 5 minutes already, so that's a nice first segment, and I'll record more later. I will be back shortly. And welcome back, everyone. Here we are. It's 5:24 p.m., so almost 5:30. As you can see, it's quite dark already, but what we spotted today is, well, we spotted that some time ago already, but today we kind of realized that even more, because the day is getting longer, and surprise, surprise, Captain Obvious to the rescue. But yeah, sometimes the obvious things slip our minds and we forget about them, but it indeed is getting dark later, albeit it's very minute or small change. But I still remember a couple of weeks ago already, or maybe a couple of weeks ago, that the sunset was around 4 p.m. I would say probably either exactly at 4 or 4. It depends obviously on the region or where you were observing the sunset, because obviously the further west you go, the sunset comes later, but also later comes the sunrise, so it becomes lighter in the morning later than in the west. Well, I'm kind of saying obvious things, but you know the gist of it. So basically it was around 4 p.m. that the sunset was in the shortest, I would say, days before Christmas, and now it's about 4:15, which means those almost a quarter of an hour, so 15 minutes, day is longer than the shortest day that I remember. So that's a very promising or encouraging thing, especially for any excursions or hikes that I'd like to do myself or we'd like to do together. And every time, even when the weather is bad, but we are close to the mountains or in the mountains, even though we are not hiking per se, like we are not climbing to any summit or any peak, I always get that feeling, that craving of going up the rocks and getting to the summit, which is great to feel it still in me. And I need to work more about it or work on it in 2024 to get as many hikes as possible. But obviously there are many other plans that we are trying to achieve, and one of the most important things in 2024 will be to plan it better. So that's one commitment that we decided on to make sure that it happens. We kind of thought about different things in 2022 going into 2023 and promising ourselves that this 2023 year will be better, and it was better. There's no question about it. In many areas it was better, but we might have not seen it or felt it very well because of my wife's condition that developed across 2023, and we had a couple of struggles. We still have them, And for that reason, because the healthcare system is very slow and you can't depend on it very well here. If you recall our September's visit in Poland for the injections, it's going to happen again now in January. So 15th of January, we'll be flying away to Poland and coming back on 20th of January. So short visit to Poland in winter time. Next Sunday, or this Sunday actually, that the coming Sunday, we'll be driving to Dublin for a day. So we need to plan for it as well. And before we fly to Poland, we want to start some conversations with a person that is going to help us to build sauna. Here is my favorite guest, Croissant Gamer, my lovely son that just finished playing games, and I wanted to make sure that I include him as well. Yes, so we have a lot of interesting things to realize or achieve in 2024, but we still need to plan for them, right, Julian?
Yep.
Yeah. So for now, that's just a short episode from us in that first day of 2024. I still need to write the blog post, and I want to write it early enough because I promised that I will provide some short summary of things that I think went well in 2023 and those that didn't. So that's a bit of a thought and writing behind it. So I need to make sure that I have at least half an hour to 1 hour to sit down and write it properly. So for now, I'll just finish this one off, stitch it together, apply the subtitles, and upload it. So at least the video episode is on Spotify, Apple. Well, Apple is only audio, but Spotify is audio and video, and also YouTube. I hope your day is also great, that your year will be great as well. And as I said in, I think, previous segment, I'm not going anywhere. This project continues on. It's day 470. We are 30 days away from big milestone of 500 episodes. And as I said, I will be looking for potential guests for episode, because Julian is my honorable guest, my VIP that appears from time to time. But I also need to start doing at least some guests from the outside. Maybe quarterly, maybe monthly, we'll see how it goes. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, it's appreciated because you spent your valuable time in listening to me and this little fella. And it's not always super exciting or interesting, so that's even more appreciated. You could have spent it on anything else. Hope you stay with us, and we shall see you again tomorrow. Stay tuned.